we're going to make sure the back is all facing, I like to call it the butt, are all lined up the same. Okay, so for this part, we're about to attach all 3 pumpkins. So for this part, I do not recommend using plush yarn, because it's just, in my opinion, it's not strong yarn. So it's going to be hard connecting all of them perfectly. So even if you use plush yarn, I suggest using a different yarn that's stronger, whether that's some kind of thick and quick, any stronger hold yarn to connect all of them. Okay, that way this 3-tier pumpkin will last a long time. So in my case, I have this Lion Brand Thick and Quick yarn that's super strong, so I'm just going to use orange, and you're not going to notice any color you use anyways. So this is how we're going to do it. So you're going to take a long piece of yarn and attach your tapestry needle. Okay, and we're going to start from the top and work our way down. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're not working in the center of any of these pumpkins. Okay, we're not working in the center, we're working on the side. So I'm going to be starting on the right side. So this is the butt, the back, where we sewed the pumpkin. I'm going to be going in the right through the bottom. Okay, same thing with this one. Through the bottom. And through the bottom. Okay, and same with this one, through the bottom. Okay, we're halfway there. Now we're going back, we're going over that center, and we're going on the other side. Back through the top. Same with this one. Okay. And then through the white. There, see, you can't even see the orange. Okay, and now I like to tie it nice and tight. That will really keep it together. Double knot it. Okay, and then you can cut. Now let's go ahead and bring in our stem. So you see how it's nice and durable. It's all lined up. Okay. Now we're going to attach. I'm gonna cut this a little bit, it doesn't need to be this long. We're going to attach our tapestry needle to the bottom of the stem. Here, we can cut this down a little more. There. Okay, and then the bottom of the stem is gonna sit right over this orange knot, so it doesn't even matter if you see it now. So I'm going to insert it through any of the sides. I'm gonna try to go under that knot if possible, and then bring it up the other side, just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to put it under the other side. You see where that tail is? The other side of the stem. Pull through. You can tie the two tails together. And then just cut off that extra tail, doesn't matter. And then I just kind of take the bottom of the stem and work it under a few of the stitches of the white pumpkin. This will really secure it. And then you can just double knot it. And cut it off. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. You can kind of adjust the pumpkins too. Okay, let's go ahead and do the body. So let's do the legs first just because they're quicker. We're using our last bit of yarn, which is our green. We're done with all the other colors. Okay, so we're gonna start from the big leg. We're gonna go ahead and make a magic ring. I already have one of the big legs made. Okay. Now we're going to make 12 single crochet in the center space. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'll get a little crowded. 12. Okay. Once you've made 12, you're going to pull that tail closed to close the center. Okay. Now we're going to, in this first single crochet, in the next round, we're not going to slip stitch, we're just going to make 2 single crochet. You can use a stitch marker if you'd like. I usually do, but I don't want to go get it, so we're just going to keep working in the round. So I just made 2. We're working the second round now, so I just did 2 single crochet in that first single crochet space. Now in this next single crochet space, I'm going to do 2. So far we have 4 single crochet in the second row, and I'm going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch until we made it back where we started. You should have 24 for the second row. Okay, once you've made 24, I'm going to go ahead and close the center inside. So what I'm going to do is just pick up all those single crochets that we created the magic ring with. And just work your way in a circle until you've picked up or went under all of them. Okay, pull it tight. And then I like to just knot it. All good. Now we're going to continue. So now we're just going to make 1 single crochet in the round. So you should have 24. Okay, 1 single crochet in each space until we make our way back here where we started. Again, if you need to use stitch markers as you work each round, go ahead and do that, because we're not slip stitching, so you won't necessarily know when to stop unless you're counting all the even numbers. So we did 12 single crochet. So if you do 2 single crochet in the second row, you should have 24. And then if you do 1 single crochet in each stitch for the third row, you should have 24. And that's where we're going to stop. Once you finish 24, you're going to slip stitch. Fold your work in half like this. And then working on both sides, you're going to single crochet it shut. And before you get to the end, I like to fluff it. So I put just a little bit inside. And you're going to cut off. Okay, I have 2. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the tail. Now repeat those steps so you have 2. And let's go ahead and do the small legs. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you how to do the small leg, and then you'll just follow these steps twice so you have 2 legs. So we're going to start by making a slip knot, just like we did. It's similar, it's almost exactly like the big legs, except instead of doing 12 single crochet in the magic ring, we're going to do 8. So when we double and do 2 single crochet in each stitch for the second row, you should have 16, and then for the third row, you should also have 16, because we'll do 1 single crochet in each of those stitches. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We made our magic ring. We're going to do 8 single crochet in the center ring. Okay, we're going to pull that tail shut. Now, working in the first single crochet, we're working our second row. We're going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now before we work that third row, we're going to go ahead and secure our center. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch for the third row. So we should have 16. It might curve a little, that's okay. Okay, you guys, last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and do the head. So we're gonna start by making a magic ring. And we're going to do 10 single crochet in the center space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we're going to do a single crochet in that first single crochet from the first row. Now we're working our second row. So we're going to do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Again, use stitch markers if you need them. We're going to keep going. So we're going to do 2 single crochet in the next stitch. 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And we'll continue this until we finish the round. So you should have 20 to end the round. Okay, now we're working our third round. So in that first single crochet space, we're going to make 1 single crochet. Then we'll do another 1 single crochet. I'm going to go ahead and put my stitch marker in the beginning of the third row. 1 single crochet. So once we have 3 single crochet in the first 3 stitches, we're going to do 2 in the next. Repeat 1 single crochet in this stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 2, and continue. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2, and continue this until we made it back where we started. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. I already tied my center. You want to make sure it's nice and closed. Okay. You can keep your stitch marker in if you'd like. However, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch. Once you've made 1 single crochet in each space in the round, now for the next round we're going to do a single crochet, place your stitch marker. We're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to decrease. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, decrease. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, decrease. And continue this until we've made it in the round. Okay, now for the next round, we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each space in the round. Okay, and for the next row, we're going to do the same thing. Just continue doing 1 single crochet in each stitch in the round. So we should have a total of 7 rows for the head. And once you're done, you can go ahead and just slip stitch and cut off the tail. I'm not going to use this tail or this yarn to sew the head onto the body because this yarn is weak to me and it constantly breaks, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a different color. If you see very closely, you can see I used orange. I used the same orange as this one because this yarn is super strong. So that's just a little tip if that's something you'd like to do. You can easily hide this. You can't even really tell that it's there because I sewed it so well. Anyways, so I'm not going to be using that. So I'm just cutting a small tail. Okay, so now we're going to bring in the eyes. Okay, so I like to put the eyes right between row 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right in the crease here. Oh, you can't even see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So right in this crease between 3 and 4. And then when I put one side on, I just kind of follow and then put the other one on in the same space. That way it's even. So I'm not going to show this part on camera. I'm just going to go ahead and do it so we can get going. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. I attached my orange because that's what this is what I'm going to be using to sew. So keeping the eyes nice and straight. Okay, you want to make sure it's right in the middle. We're going to be sewing through the yellow pumpkin only. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And I just try to keep it nice and even in the front. So I'm going to show you how I sew, and then you guys can just continue. Okay, so wherever I ended, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the yellow first. Okay, and I'm going to pick it up right under it. You don't want to do it too far out, or then it's going, this yarn will be noticeable. Unless you're using the same color, I guess. So I'm going to pick up and come through both loops. Of the head. Make sure you're checking as you work in the round to make sure that the eyes are staying close. Okay, again, I'm going to pick up, you can pick up 1 or 2 stitches of the yellow and then 2 of the green. And to hide it, I just kind of pull tight. Okay. And I just continue that in the round. About halfway, once I get up here, I'll be working like right in this crease, slightly under the orange pumpkin. But once I get up there about halfway, I will fill my head to the max with polyfill. Okay? It becomes too messy if I fill it with polyfill first, so I'm going to go ahead and go halfway and then I'll show you guys. Okay, so I'm a little more than halfway, so I'm going to go ahead and fill it. I like to stuff the heads a lot. Make it nice and thick. Okay, and then I'm going to carefully continue sewing this side. All right, so we have the head nice and secured. I'll hide that orange part. Okay, we have our pumpkin secured, so all we have to do are to connect the legs. So I already did one of the small legs. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do the big leg, and it's all the same. The only difference is you know, the placement. So this curved part where we single crocheted it shut is going to go on the bottom, so it's going to look like a smiley face. So this center magic ring is going to be facing up towards the head for all of them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and attach my tapestry needle. Okay, and then I'm going to put it like an inch away. Let's see. For this one, I did it right after, like in that crease and around the second row. So I'm going to do that for this one. And I put it about midway from the bottom and the top. Okay, so midway. just like this. Okay, so once I insert it, I'm going to go through the back, that single crochet side, and then down through the inside and out the top, right there. Okay, then I'm going to pick up the side, just like that. Pick up the front. That's my little knot. You can cut this loose end. It's just in the way. Okay. Now, I pick up, I go through the yellow and up the side. Just like that. Then I go back down. Just kind of follow me because this part's hard to explain. I go through the yellow, just like that. Please don't get stuck now. There we go. Okay. Same thing. And I do that about 3 times. There we go. Before I double knot it. And then just weave it in and cut it off. And I like to make my, you can see this one slightly higher. I like to make the front one slightly higher. You see? The arm slightly higher than the back. Okay, so it's the same way for the other side. Now for the other side, because we want this curved part and this like deep crease, you can see the deep crease are both on the same side. So that's how I want, or let me show you this one. See that deep crease? It's the same for all sides. So if this works out perfectly. So if you're, the yarn that you're weaving in is on the wrong side, like let's say this, this piece of yarn was on this side, you can just double knot it, cut it, and then attach a string on this side. That way you can make sure they're all even. So I showed you how to do all of them, or I showed you how to do, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do these 2 sides and then you're done. Just try to make sure they're even. You can measure if you need to, and I'll meet you guys at the end. All right, you guys, so this is what it's looking like. So cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. It'll help your girl out. Hit the subscribe button because it's free. Also helps your girl out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, if you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.